Welcome to Bosch's Virtual Training Labs, IVA 3.5, Module 15, Idle Object. Before we begin an idle object exercise, there are a few things that we want to review from Module 4. Under Global Settings, you'll notice that there's an idle object detection and a removed object detection. There's also an item here called debounce time. Debounce time is the time that IVA takes to fire an IVA event based on an idle object or a removed object. So if you want an alarm to fire after 10 seconds of an object being deserted, you need to change your debounce time to 10 seconds. For this exercise, in the sake of brevity, we're going to change our debounce time to 6 seconds. You must also ensure that idle object detection is checked, or your idle object task will not function properly. From the IVA Task Wizard, under Surveillance Tasks, select New. From the Create a Task list, select Idle Object. Click OK. As in previous modules, you'll now have the option of creating a new field or using the whole screen. For this exercise, we're going to use a new field, Field 1. For this current exercise, we're using an office setting. I've placed Detector Field 1 over the boss's office door. After we hit Finish and push the changes to the encoder, we can now use the IVA Task Wizard or the Live Viewer page to check to make sure our IVA task is working correctly. In this video sequence, we see that there's a bag in the doorway. After 6 seconds, we have an idle object alarm. In this next video sequence, we'll notice a man walk across the parking lot and drop what appears to be a backpack or a satchel next to a fence line. This is a learning algorithm. Notice as the man drops the bag, the encoder will actually learn that the object is next to the fence line. The internal debounce timer is now ticking. When it reaches 0, we'll have an idle object alarm as shown here. Always remember, the most critical part of an idle object task is the debounce time, and to make sure that you have idle object detection checked. This concludes this module. Thank you.